30th anniversary of Ghostbusters, we teamed with Randy Cook, who did the original puppet for the film. He retained his original mold all these years, and in about 2008, he asked me to restore that mold for him. Well, while I had it, he let me pull a silicone plug out of the original plaster mold, and now we have a Terror Dog.
Terror Dog. So is this Keymaster or Gatekeeper?
He's both, because you get two sets of horns with him that are magnetic. It'll just pop in and remove, so you can have the Gatekeeper or the Keymaster.
I like Zool more, personally. That's Gatekeeper, Sigourney Weaver's. So tell me a little about the history of the puppet and the filming process. 30 years ago, how was this sculpted? It was stop motion, right?
Yeah, it was Steve Johnson and Randy Cook. Steve Johnson was in charge of Slimer and most of the ghosts, and Randy was in charge of the full-size Terror Dog as well as puppeteering the small Terror Dogs. This Terror Dog is in quarter scale, whereas Phil's stuff is in like 1/6 scale, so he's a little bit larger. And it was just a magical crew back in the old Boss Film days. They did such great stuff, and Randy puppeteered this guy for several different scenes in the hotel, running down the street, and even the rooftop scene.
So this was based on the original puppet. How many puppets did they have, and it was actually armatured inside for the stop motion?
Yeah, absolutely. They did a couple of the puppets. I think they made 2 or 3, and then they made a bunch of maquettes, which were the same thing. And yeah, it had a full metal armature inside of it, and those have actually been sold off over the years. But some of the original Terror Dogs do still exist, and they're in really good shape.
As a big fan of Ghostbusters, and Paul, I know you are, what are the things that fans should notice about the design of the Terror Dog? What are the little details that, if you look at this and take a screen grab, that you're going to notice are exactly the same?
The best shot of the Terror Dogs is on the roof. They both look right at the camera. They dead match to this model in those scenes, and the original puppet cast from the molds didn't have the mouth open. But fortunately, Randy saved all the inner mouth parts as well, so we were able to open the mouth on this puppet and make it a little bit different than the original just right out of the mold.